Okay, we are live. Okay, so give me. Nox is also helping me out on this. Um, load this. Reset. Center. There we go. All right, we are set there. Okay, and then real quick, I need to move Discord around. And set up here. Oh goodness, am I not petting you enough? Is that the problem, Nox? Swear to God. You would just love it if I had nothing but a stream of me just petting you repeated constantly for 4 hours straight, huh? Of course, no cat would actually sit there for that. Alright, let's go post that, get that out of the way, and get Discord moved over. Alright. So, let's go ahead and launch all this. Alright, loading game, advanced switch, load. Okay, purr. Okay, where the heck was I? Let's take a look at Returnal. So, talk to Fixer, Mr. Le about hiring runners. Alright, so... John Bartlett. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk to the door. Hey, Verd, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few cellarmen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful or some IR regulars. Madame Sinful. That's the downtown folks called Miss Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Alright. Anyway, as I was going to say. Hey lady, what's shaking? And tilts his head and watches you approach. Well, this, little that. Hey, Omni, I might have something for you if you got the Union. I've got time, Lenny, maybe next time. For now. I'm sure we'll probably come back and... Jessica, at a glance you can tell Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts, Jessica Watts. Eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she's well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you're? Verd, I'm the one, I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead. That I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam died and didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. I wish I could say I'm shocked, given the circles he ran in. Sam hadn't run the shadows for years, if you say, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. You're not with the police, are you? No, I'm not. Is that a problem? Figured that'll say I'm getting a lot of that, but no. No, it's just I didn't know anyone else. I don't want anyone else getting hurt on account of my brother. Surely there's an official police investigation on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star professionals, not the ones I've seen. I think they can use all the help they get. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my little brother. Well, I just have to stick with the other. Besides, I'm not doing it for free. Hmm. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I am being paid. Someone's paying you. I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam hired me from beyond the grave. It's called a dead man's switch. It triggered when he died. I'm to believe that my drunken sod of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit, and now I'm back and he's dead, and I'm still having to deal with him. It's me, Verd. You seem like a decent person, but I've tried to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam. You know, I worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I appreciate that, but I think I prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away. Are we talking about the same? Man, my brother was worthless, Verd. Worthless. He used people. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that. You're honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope we can understand how emotional this is for me. When was the last time you saw or spoke with Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. Uh, I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't had made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Let's see. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others he would likely have chosen. Let's see. Are you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear. You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Shows a picture of her and Sam as children. Takes it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. Can't believe he kept this. It's one of the few possessions he had. We look so much alike as kids. Unhappy. We were twins, partners in crimes, best friend. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We're a family. Then after our father died, things began to change. We couldn't get back to a new normal with our dad around. There was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Sam tried to be the man of the house, he truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he spent every dime of our father's life insurance, every dime after that was gone. With mom working 2, 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. May I keep this? Sure, I got what's needed from it. Thank you. Were you on the where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I wouldn't watch her do it anymore, and so I moved out. I couldn't watch her do it anymore. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I don't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Calfrey, what brought you down there? It was less of what brought me down there, what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world would become, and I came back here to help make it happen. But before I go, you should know that I'm re-interring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome. Wouldn't miss it. Bye, Vert. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Well, that really didn't give us much information. Alright, so let's take a look here. How much money am I running? Where is my money? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. So I got 5,600, but some of that is needed for actually hiring people. See how good he's doing. How's Gino doing? Hard to say. He's pretty burnt, malnourished, and dehydrated too. Paco's taking care of him. He's got friends who know about that kind of thing. He's a good man, that Paco. Who's Gino? I don't recall. Oh, right, her brother, right, who was stuck on the Beatles. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my shift and get some sleep. I think I'm due some after that. Probably buy some ammo. Running low. See you around, and don't forget about me if you need some backup on your own. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Mr. Lyle. Let's see about hiring some people. Of course, you're right. It's your job. It's always business with me. I appreciate the bait your street talk is that you're a dangerous individual. What can I do for you, dangerous individual? I need to put a crew together. You got scratchy plan to pay me out of your earnings. Um, I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requests. Yes, I'm ready. Let's see. Okay, so Shannon Half Sky is the one we're going to be using. And depth, we don't need a depths. A decker might not be a bad one. I don't think I need a mage. Human mage, dwarf riggers, troll riggers, samurais. A troll samurai probably wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Shamans are. This is a shaman, but has no spells whatsoever. What good is a shaman who has no spells? Oh. Items. Okay. I mean, she's got magic pretty much covered. I've got punching pretty much covered, so I think probably, like I said, Decker. We got two Deckers. We got either Holly Won't, which is a hilarious name. I think I like. Execute Attacker, create an attacker expert system program. that. Now we got this one. Programs, ESPs. This guy seems like he's the superior decker, though. Hypotenuse? Hypotenuse. Um, he does have the Execute Assassin, creates an Assassin Expert System program, Execute Shield, create a Shield Expert program, comes with an Uzi, run Rocco Craftwork. Has deck and easily modified for the street. Yeah, I guess we'll go with Hypotenuse here. In terms of actual deckers, it seems like he's kind of superior in that regards. And then Mage, maybe, but I'm kind of feeling like a Samurai would not be go awry. Another option, so we got the Adepts, which is just what I am. So don't need that for sure. Rare might not necessarily be a bad one either. We'll go with Death Sai here. So that would give us Decker, Caster. Apparently summoning requires a physical item. That's not great. Yeah. We also have some other options here. Human Assassin. This guy looks like a Borg from Star Trek. Burned out mage. Combat adept, which is... These guys are on the more expensive side, so that's something else to take into account. This guy's an adept. This guy's a samurai by the look of his loadout. Obviously the mage is just mage. Combat decker. If I was to review, there we go. So combat rigor. Cybered up warrior. Initiate. Seems to be part adept, part shaman. Support mage, tech mage. Oh, so they've got magic and rigging. Tech master. Techno shaman. A decker with some spells. And then weapon master. So this combat decker. So the fixer contacts are definitely cheaper and seem to be the more general archetypes, whereas the Nephilim network seems to be sort of these outboard archetypes. Ugh, news. Did also want to buy a spell in here for myself, although I don't think that was any more than like 400. Yeah, this guy's got casting as well as some shaman skills. Now that's something I should look into. Is there actual skills? I'm assuming, yeah, all these guys are data jack because otherwise that would hurt their essence, which would hurt their spell casting. Problem with the whole summoning thing is the summons can turn on you. So this guy's a decker slash rigger. That actually might not be a bad one, because he can sit there and use his spells as well as sending out his drone. This one actually might not necessarily be a bad one as well. Tourist look. Support mage, weaken armor, heal wounds, armor. See, that's something that might not be necessarily a bad thing to get either. So what's the assassin skill? So he's all just melee and pistols and SMGs. So he's your typical street samurai. Root is all chi casting, which we don't need. I can fulfill that role. Shotgun, spellcasting, biotech, interesting. Just the simple. Okay, combat adept is pistols and chi casting. Okay, and then this guy is ESP, so he's a decker. So if I wanted a decker, he would probably be a good one. The only thing is, well, he has ESP. Okay, so he's got the basic skills of decking essentially. So he would not be a bad one to have. Combat rigger, cyber up warrior. Yeah, if she had healing, that would be great. This guy's got healing. Tech mage wouldn't necessarily be a bad one either. Or the tech master. What's his ESP skill? Yeah, see, his ESP skill's lower than the dedicated hacker. Techno shaman. He's probably got, he's got higher ESP, but low on the summoning skill. Urban Shaman. He's just a typical shaman with a little bit of pistols. Utility man. Got a little bit of it in everything. Yeah. And then we have the weapon master who's got a little bit of everything in the weapons. So, how are you guys' skills looking? This guy has better skill in terms of his hacking, which is fine. This guy's got a little bit in the SMG department. So I think I'd rather actually go with the guy who's more dedicated to hacking. Okay, and then for mage, do we want to run mage? I don't think we necessarily want to run mage. A rigger, on the other hand, wouldn't be a bad one. Or a troll. He's got shotguns and rifles. He's got less HP than me. Fascinating that a samurai does not have any cyberware. You tend to think they would. This guy's got even less. Question is whether or not I would even want to take a tanky type, because I mean, I'm a tanky type. I've already got 60 HP, which is a lot better than most of these guys. And if I went with something like a rigger, that gives us another action, essentially. And there was the tech mage who had some rigging skill as well as some spell casting. Could always give them the heal. So I think, and they do come with a drone and the skill to use it. So I think this would actually not be a bad one to go ahead and go with. On the alternative, there is this guy who can heal. I'm less interested in the haste, although haste 2 is nice, but mage armor 2. So +2 to armor as well as the ability to heals is a possibility. And then what do we got? You looks like you're just kind of doing everything, aren't you? A little bit of spellcasting, a little bit of shaman, a little bit of adepting. Alright, and then what's this guy? This guy's just pure combat. This guy's a drone and some combat too. I mean, if I was gonna go with that, I might as well go with this one, although I'm just having to worry about that stuff and just have them use their shotgun. How's your rigging skill compared to this guy? Rigging skill's slightly better. Let's go ahead and confirm with what we got. Let's see. Hire the runner and meet with Shannon. You can still. Oh, okay. Well, wait. Well, then hold on. I was gonna go talk to that other guy at the thing because he said I could hire him. There's also this rigger. Their skill is less, so, and their price isn't too much. Okay, we'll go with the tech mage. No. Wait. There we go. Although I didn't want to leave immediately. I wanted to go get a spell. Um, and there's not much I can do here since. Here, have a grenade. Okay, so confirm. Hopefully the Decker will be of use to us. You have karma available. I have 2 points of karma available. It's not really all that much. I don't really think I can use spellcasting, but I don't think that's going to give me much. Since I don't have any spells, so let's go ahead and. By the time you showed up, looked like you were the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. Damn, I was hoping this would be a milk run. Me too. Figured we'd just have to sneak past a few Lone Star sentries. But I saw at least 4 mercs out there with bigger guns than Lone Star carries. And looks like... So we have to keep Shannon alive. And ourselves alive. Gotta love the big troll in a Hawaiian t-shirt. It's hilarious. Is there some way we can sneak past? Okay, well, I guess we'll... You there, this block is off limits there. We got a gas leak on the docks, and oh lord, and this guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. That'd get really, guy, they aren't paying you enough, especially not once Lone Star sends in a response team. Frag, I knew she was lying, told me they jammed all the Lone Star channels. Damn it, I'm out. Okay, well, that makes life easier. Nope, there's the enemy. Fan out and secure the area. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be doing is probably running up and punching this guy. After I cast Killing Hands on myself. Actually, we could probably do this as a starter. Oh, it was on the head. Alright, you, madame. Why don't you come get into cover? Marking targets make them easier to hit. Let's go ahead and get you into cover here. Apparently that's why you need to have marked targets, huh? Let's go ahead and mark this guy. And then as for you, we're gonna have you move here. Go ahead and have you do your power bolts. Nice damage. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on punching you, I guess, after we cast killing hands on ourselves. Bam. Alright, and then Pistola still hit him because he's still marked. Let's go ahead and cast Haste on you. Give ourselves more actions per turn. Apparently that gives us an action right away. Okay, in which case we're gonna go ahead and come after this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and have you mark this guy next. Alright, now I do believe... There we go. Move you up to here. Just taking some pot shots at that guy. And then, what's your 66% chance? I'll have you try it anyway. Oh, nice. Alright, so. These guys are all just running away from this guy. This guy's just being left out in the wind. Alright, let's go ahead and just finish him off then. Okay, and then we should be able to get into some cover here. Let's go ahead and get into cover here. Alright, and then as for you, can I swap to? I can swap to him. Excellent, because I want to have him go ahead and mark this guy. And then go ahead and then shoot at him. Ah, missed. Alright, now as for you, go ahead and have you cast a mana bolt. Oh, what? 93% chance miss. That's some BS. Alright, shoot at him. Yeah, and you hit the 79% chance. Alright, let's go ahead and have you first use your drone. And have your drone move up to here. And shoot. Okay, and then we can have you go ahead and just do your power bolts. Low chance, but yeah, I figured as much. Alright, and then oh, he summoned. Okay, I thought it was going to the problem with them summoning is again summons can go to other control and don't necessarily die. Alright, so let's go ahead and have you just run over and punch him in the face. There we go, and then I guess we'll go after the summons. And again, hey, summons dead. Excellent. So now we need to start finding what the other guy ran off to. So let's go ahead and just have you move up. Same thing with you, we'll just have you move up. Yeah, stay in cover for now. Your droney boy is going to go ahead and move up here. That'll be the end of its turn, unfortunately. Okay, and there's the guy. You know, we'll have you move there. And then we'll just have you go ahead and move up. Okay, well, if you're gonna... Let's see, I lost all my buffs. We're gonna have you go ahead and cast Red Rabbit here. You can't see them. It's not bad. Move here, please, and then 2 points. AP. Oh, she doesn't have no AP. Yeah, okay. Mana bolt then. Solid damage. I don't expect this guy to really survive much longer anyway. Go ahead and mark him, just to make sure everybody else's attacks have higher chance of actually doing something. Let's go ahead and move up and just punch, and punch again, and there we go. Alright, that was pretty easy. He only lost some 10 HP or so. Still need to get that healing spell. Okay, and then looks like a way into the warehouse. Alright, so... Well, that actually worked out fairly well. Okay, so before we go, we did just gain a bunch of karma points, so let's take a look at that. Body of 6, need 7 points to go higher. I'm not gonna worry about quickness, because really the only thing I can do under quickness is a bunch of this, or possibly dodge. Maybe eventually I got another point of dodge, just because that might be useful. We can go with strength. Alright, I need more close combat if I want to... in which case I might do that. But I could go with another thing of willpower. Also used to reduce the chance of being hit by enemy magical attacks. That actually would not be necessarily terrible. And if I need more stuff here, I'll need to spend points there. But I think I want to go with more close combat. Yeah, I'll go with more close combat for now. Alright, let's go in. Flame. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon. Her eyes have that far-off gaze associated with looking at the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the New World. They got it. The Salish Shidi Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across the multitude of tribes: Salish, Makah, Sintra, and others. They've adapted to the awakening better than other nations, thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see the connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place, and you just need to find them. Find the data. Okay, so we've got another Shadowrunner group here. Okay, so we're immediately going into combat. Got it. Let's start with you. Go ahead and cast haste on me. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Killing Hands on myself. And we might as well start with this guy. Let's see, so we got an Adepts there, we got a Shadowrunner, and then the Shadowrunner. Okay, so let's go ahead and move you up. We will have you mark this guy. Possibly this one. We'll start with this one. Ah, I missed him? What? I didn't know it could miss. Alright, we're gonna move you up, and then we will have you go ahead and turn your drone on. And then your drone's going to go ahead and just move here. and shoot him. Or her. Can't tell. Ow. Oh, and there. Ow! Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, and there's a... Oh, geez, there's another one. Alright, I can, however, finish this one off and then start punching this one. So I thought haste gave me more AP. Oh, that's the Overwatch. We'll come up and we'll finish this one off. Then we'll start punching this one. You can move to here and start shooting this guy. Yeah, let's have you mark target. There we go. Sad miss, but then let's go ahead and have you do your mana HP. Go. Alright, and then we will have you perform your mana ball on him, or power bolt. Very nice. Hopefully we can get this guy knocked out with the drone. Drone has a 99% chance to hit him. Oh, sad. There we go. Okay, so he's dead. I just have to worry about my set dying next. Although both were weak hits, so that's at least something. And then this one, Troll Shadowrunner. You know, I'm gonna pick on the weaker one already. This one's gonna get marked, so we'll come after you. Wow. Okay. Troll Shadowrunner. We'll come after the Orc one next, since it's right here. Bang, son. Okay, alright, so we're gonna mark him since he's in cover. Okay. Let's hope somebody can hit this guy. Both our spells are on cooldown, so that's... Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. Okay, there we go. Whew. I was getting worried there. Okay, so you're gonna stay... You're actually gonna throw a power ball over here. And miss, unfortunately. And then your drone, hopefully, has got a 99% chance, so... Should at least hit them. Okay. Okay, and then they missed. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and continue the punchathon. And apparently just wrecked shop, holy crap. We just end now? Are we still in combat or what? I mean... Move these guys up. I'm definitely glad I've got the guys that I did. Let's go ahead and have you move up. And then the drone, he can move over here. Such a funny little noise. Alright, okay, there was an optional in here. Find the pay data the runners were after. Can we end combat, please? I'm gonna try reloading and see if it'll load me out of combat. And I guess I need to like look up how you end combat. Hmm? No, we're still in combat. Okay. Well, how about you heal yourself? Okay, we're gonna bring everybody over here. Um, move myself over here. There's a window over here. Ah, that would explain it. We're in combat. Okay, Troll, why don't you go ahead and move over here? Droney boy, you're gonna go ahead and move over here. Obviously, I'm going to move over here. Um, okay, you're gonna go ahead and move up. Probably send your drone in to do the opening of the door. Turn. Oh, he only has one turn, or one AP, so. Alright, missed. Okay, let's send Droney forward. There we go. Okay, you. No, you. Can you mark this target? You missed. Can you try again? No, unfortunately. Well, you still hit him anyway. Okay. Let's go ahead and move you up, see if you can get a hit on this guy. Oh, nope, that was your only turn. Okay, and then he's in cover, but Droney can flank. Droney only had one turn. Ow! Never mind. Alright, let's move her up. Have her go ahead and cast her Mana Bolt on this guy, hopefully finishing him off. Not finish him off. This is a sad day indeed. Let's see if we can get that. Still missed. Okay, well, let's go ahead and have you move up. Alright, and then I guess I will need to perform Killing Hands on myself. Finish him off. Let's go start punching this guy. And then have you attempt to miss. Okay, Droney, finish him off. Thank you, Mr. Droney. Mr. Droney, give me a... Ow, please stop shooting me. We were here first. Blah, blah, blah. I have fists. I don't care if you were here first. Alright, so... Item picked up. Ares flight recorder. Optional, find the pay data the runners were after. Alright. Before we go running after you, though, I want to investigate the rest of this area. Got anything else around here? Alright, I guess not. So not seeing anything. Oh, I was like, where did our hacker go? He's so small, he's behind the troll there. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce with the vapor of your breath. Their cherubim faces are burned, their lips quivering as if they're about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now, unblinking. We are the innocents who perished in the flames, choking on the smoke as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us. We will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish to the spirit. We no longer see the world of flesh seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died, and so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. This spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. Show the second fetish of the spirits. When the other had gone, we returned to our vigil. We found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the others, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between the elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place where the man died. Something has been left behind, a small part of him, perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirit begins to fade, all but the one. His eyes harden, and he takes the full measure of you as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirit gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magic tether, connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. You all right? No, but I will be. She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering from the first few. I don't want that for him, not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. Can't get much more free than death. He is free. What do we do now? We do for the living. He will be free once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. You have to find that piece of elf the spirit spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. Alright, so first off, let's take a look around this room. Oh, no, this is as far as we can go, huh? Okay. Nope, nothing. Yeah. They just marked it for us. All right. Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Can you track him with that? You and your friends practice much ritual magic? Not very often. For my brother, however, they will come. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. Um, and should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leaves their eye for my brother. There's no one else I'd rather have by my side. Okay, so any little trinkets or anything we can find in this place, or is that pretty much it? We did get the recorder data, but okay, confirm. And speaking of which, we actually think we have a few things we can sell on the open market, so to speak. When you reach the Seamstress Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems it's a completely different place. The bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie like the back hallway of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. Um, it's Kabuto's, Kabuta, Kabut, Kabut, Kabota. That's me. Okay. I guess I'm going in the back. Gather around the intimate bar, Miss Kubota, Kubota, and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausage fills the air. Ohio! Would you like some? She stops. Forgive me, Oman, but you look like hell. Thanks. Just the welcome I was looking for. She looks you over and noting the signs of your nocturnal activation odds. And a run you can walk away from is a good run. Hmm. Helps when the other team doesn't walk away, no one to follow you. I can tell you have been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yes, I found some DNA evidence and need help analyzing it. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I am certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. Thanks. What's the word around town? There's been a lot more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on the account of the victims all being human. What if I told you that the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? So that doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something as hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% human. Close your eyes and throw a rock. You're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't mean make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. It's the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce stereotypes. I'll leave you to your business, man. Interesting. The digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix, a cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid, the worldwide computer network. A digital world and information brought to life inside cyberspace. Your avatar does all the work while your meat body is left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data. I see counter intrusion programs and other jacked in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black eyes that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked if you aren't careful. Get dumped, shocked out, and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker and you can die. David Fry. Morning, you look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action too. Suppose I could use a shower. Negative. I need a DNA analysis. Fry can help you out. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a move. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. I just read a journal about it, so the information is so fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. And David, if you can get me the code sequence, I'm pretty sure I can track its owner down via matrix. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. You want the sample? Bird, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. If this works, I'll bring back more than just sample. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No, Drek? He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. We've got work to do. And Bird, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Bird. Okay. Really need to get a haircut. My hair's getting long. I am actually curious about equipment. Okay, so he's selling all this stuff, but I have no decking capability whatsoever, so none of this particularly helps me out. This is the man I wanted to talk to. I was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you, say 20%. That leaves $2,000 for you. That works for me. Pleasure doing business. Didn't I have some other information? I guess it's not him. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequence system that David employed, we should have the information you need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory and minimal sleep. That's great, Professor. What's the plan? We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the deck and jack into the Matrix. I can get you into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you. Once we're in, I've could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? 0 experience. I have a Trode net here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do, which is good because I have absolutely 0 net runnings capability. Alright, so synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming, electrifying, and something. Oh, okay. I guess we are in combat. Alright, powerful attack program directed at one target. What's we got here? Execute attack or create an attacker system program. Okay. We can create our own. Alright, and then let's go tag you. Alright, let's go ahead and have you move up into cover here. Missed. And he's increasing his accuracy. Alright, let's have our attack program move up. Oh, he does ranged attacks. Okay, so he doesn't need to move up. Alright, and then Johnny can just miss. Hopefully this guy will move up on his next turn. Oh, at least hit him that time. Alright, I guess he didn't want to move up, so we'll have our guy move up. Then we'll have Johnny move up, and we're going to go ahead and use his killer program. I guess this guy has armor of some sort. But we still managed to take him out. Alright, so Lone Star Data Store. DNA match located, 100% arrest records. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Status, deceased. Profession, chop shop surgical assistant. Breaking and entering, 2 counts. Public indecency, 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusation of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. 100% match to a dead man. Let's keep looking. Alright, so why don't you go ahead and come with me? Come with me, and you'll see our world. Okay, we're in combat now, huh? Alright, is this cover? Oh, no, this is cover. There we go. Alright, then we'll have this go ahead and move in. And attack right away. This thing's melee. Okay, Johnny, why don't you finish this one off? Start shooting at this guy. Alright, very nice. Then we'll have this guy go ahead and move up into cover here. Start attacking this guy. You missed. Alright, so let's go ahead and have Johnny move here. Oh, that didn't change our chances, huh? Interesting. And you missed. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and just have it do this thing. Okay, one return on subject. Silas Forbear, body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment on Snohomish earlier this week. The body has been there for as long as a month. When Forsberg landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities, Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying that Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body, a massive, let's see, according to reports, his body, a massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death were determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns, yet another sad end to a life, and is far too common, so the psychiatrist is the one who died, and the now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup in meet space. Oh, can we just... check out of the land? I'm also kind of curious in this one. Is there anything actually over there? Autopsy records, yeah, we want to see that first. Alright, so they're way outside the range to actually be able to do anything. So we can go ahead and get our people moved up here for combat. Move you over here, and are you within range? Let's see this one first. Yeah, that's one down. Alright, why don't you go ahead and shoot at him. Alright, so grab the autopsy report. Autopsy records. Silas Forsberg note, subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell. Called the police when no one answered the door. It's just getting weirder. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely sounds like this Silas Forsberg probably faked his death, possibly this site, and took the psychiatrist's place. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who this psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says that we can deck in the medical records and reverse trace to find his doctor. You in? That's it, man. Confirm. Alright, and... Alright, let's call out our minion. And, start fighting. And then, nope. Ow. let's go ahead and have him go to medical board. Searching medical records, Silas Forsberg, 2020 to 2030. Pediatric report partial. One particular pediatric entry stands out from the rest. Child suffered from a chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant psychology we're seeing here, there's no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect upping the dosage. Okay, and then 2030 to 2040. Data missing or corrupted contact or administrators. So we've got a decade here of the file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The entire entry, however, is most significant. The final entry is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. The latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way, as hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicking speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep looking. Right, so let's go ahead and go here and have our droney boy come on up, or not drone, or program. Greetings, program. We're gonna go ahead and end our turn so that when we go in here, we're full. There we go. So let's go ahead and get you in the cover. And we're gonna have you come in and immediately attack. There we go. Alright, we're gonna have you. No, not you. Have you move up over here. And then have you move up over here. Ow. Okay, employment records located Henry Hollings Holmes. Wow, that's a name. Check current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes holds the position of chief psychiatrist and administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital in Sonoma, Washington, UCAS. Check previous employment records. 2045 to 2054, psychiatrist in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital. 2040 to 2045. Attending psychiatrist, Mercy Mental Hospital, and then 2030 to 2040 the private practice. Check the. Okay. Bingo. Back to meat space it is. Checking out will cause. Yeah. Okay. We'll go back to the. Else just to make sure that we're not getting attacked along the way. Okay, so let's talk with Mr. Fry. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell from this guy. This has gotten his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on? Sailors must have an identical twin brother. Maybe Sailors faked his death. DNA evidence doesn't belong to. Maybe Sailors faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What is it that we saw in their autopsy report? Face was so mangled that they had to use dental records to identify him. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street, no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go through those lengths? Did the police records have something linked to him to a different crime? Hmm. Yeah, prior to unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes' employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. Same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should go find Dr. Holmes and ask him some pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star notes. Here's your cut. See you later. See you later, alligator. Still want to talk? Oh, that's right. That's all the soft stuff. All right, so let's go talk to the whiz over here. What's new in the world of magic? Spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There's something new, different. I've seen some sick drink lately. What might be what you mean? Seems there's something new this time. What is it? Would that I knew. The spirits speak in riddles. They leave me with more questions than answers. But there's something else out there. Something not born of life, as other spirits are. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my elbow musings. Let's see what you got. Alright, so we've got Powerbolt 2, but I need Spellcasting 3 for that. Actually, let's take a look here. I've got a lot of points to spend here. So, put another point into close combat. We probably want to actually do something like that. But we can easily get Spellcasting 2, which would allow us to get Powerbolt 2. We're going to go ahead and get this, which will get us this. We can equip Counter Strike. Of course, we actually have to get it. Then I think we can go ahead and spend... Should we go for Strength? Or we could go for Body, which would increase our HP up to 70. And I think we're going to go for Strength here. And that'll allow us to put some more points into this. Gain a defense bonus to all non-magical close combat attacks. That's actually not bad too. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm. And then that'll allow us to get some spells here, starting with this. Acid Stream requires spellcasting 4, as does the Ball Lightning. Mana Ball ignores armor, Stun Ball, magic explosion that does -1 AP and ongoing -1 AP the last 2 rounds. It requires spellcasting 4. Blindness. Cannot see or attack targets last 2 rounds. That's actually not terrible. I wonder if I can get some healing in here. Mana Bolt 2. Lightning Bolt 2. Aim, Spell Magic. This one actually might not be a terrible one to have. I also need to look at how many spell slots I even have. There's heals. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the heal. So let's go ahead and confirm on that. So we still have a single spell slot. Let's go ahead and confirm, and then I want to also check out his chi casting. So we got magic resistance. Passive gains a light cover bonus to magic spells. Counter strike. The adept's turn ends and will counterattack with any weapon anytime they are attacked. Will counterattack with any weapon. But it requires me to actually cast it. It's not just a passive thing, like the other two are. This one is a passive. Would not be a terrible one to give me some defense against magical spells. So yeah, I think I actually do like that. And then yeah, we've got Power Bolt now, so if we're ever outside the range of enemies, we can always toss this off at them. And then if necessary, we do have some heals too, so good on that. Should look into some armor. I think Gruberman was the one with armor. No, he's drones and consumables. Okay. Yes, new armor. Alright, so here we go. So I'm using this, but we've got this one, which is grants willpower +1 and +5 HP. This one that grants strength, and this one that grants quickness. I think the strength one would probably be our better bet. I mean, yeah, this does give us willpower, but this one gives us strength, which is more a higher chance to actually hit targets. All that fun stuff. So, and it's got the higher armor armor value, which I think is important too for an adept who just basically hangs out in open air constantly. I'm spiky. Okay, so that's armor. Let's talk to Dr. Sarah. She's got everything all right here, Doctor. Here at the uni, I'm fine getting myself back. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteered for medical center at the other side. Still, I had a rough shift. Care to talk about it? Hadn't you heard? Doctors don't like to talk about their problems. It makes us appear less godlike, but I'll humor you. I didn't hear all the details. All I really know is that what came in on the lips of the victims, healthy enough to still speak. Apparently, one of the Baron gangs incurred the wrath of the local Seo, Seolpa rings, leading to a rolling shootout through the streets. Several bystanders were injured, but the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out in the Union Hill Road. They woke some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. Um, should I grab? So this cost me 0.5 essence, which means I won't be able to. Obviously, I'm not going to go in for anything that's too heavily biased in that direction. I don't know if I necessarily really need to grab anything. I'm not using smartly weapons. I'm using a power ball for my ranged attacks. So, any medical supplies? Here, you can have this. Still have a trauma kit. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a medic kit. I've yet to really use any of these grenades, but enemies don't tend to kind of bunch up a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm that. Never mind. Alright, and then Mr. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's just my stash. Okay, yeah, depth with that focuses on melee weapons rather than on fists like I do. Okay, so oh yeah, we'll grab her. 'Cause she wanted to be there with the killer anyway, so. Our riggers have leveled up. So last time we used. Well, this is completely changed. Well, not completely. The combat decker's still here. It costs more. Melee decker, that's an interesting concept. And let's see, we got Marcus Reigns. He's a mage. Where's that tech mage? I definitely liked him. So yeah, we'll definitely go with him. And then as for the... Where's that combat decker? It was not bad. I mean, most of the time he just spent all of his time casting mark target. Maybe a mage would be better this time around. Although, Powerball, mage, rigger. Hmm. So we got a mage here. It's got power bolts, mana bolts, flamethrower, blindness, weaken armor, or mana ball. It's an AoE. Fireball, which is an AoE. Aim, armor, and heal wounds. Excuse me. I probably should go for an Indecker since I do have so much in the way of actual. Oh, hey, she leveled up even. Did this guy really level up at all? Maybe his drone? Um, is there really much difference between these two? I don't think there's really much difference between them. Other than the equipment they bring. His decking skill is actually lower than hypotenuse. They got the same cyberware. So yeah, we'll just go with hypotenuse. It's cheaper and frankly a better decker. Alright, so let's go ahead and conform. Mercy Mental Hospital. Blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes. You've traced him to the Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Sonomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops you or greets you at the drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts stop atop a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up to the hospital steps to confront Sam Watt's killer, and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Okay, there's really not much to change here. I'm up armored and armed, so this place is really creepy if that's the case. Welcome, ma'am. What business brings you to Mercy Hospital? I'm here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the common room ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Please stay within the cafeteria. Automated medication dispensary. Lorraine. Hey, lady, have you seen Josie? Don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Philippe told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much, but who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than mat 4. Chrissy sounds like quite a guy. What does he look like? Well, he's big, and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. It says he won it playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl years back. Urban Brawl, that's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie, he said. He says he went whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in the cool off room, and they won't tell me. Hmm. I'll see if I can't find something. No promises. Okay, so we now have a key card. Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm Verd. Who are you? Name's Donnie. That's my name, Donnie. Donny. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in here. Everybody, well, everybody on the first two floors. Uh, Anyone I should look out for, Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. I'm doing a health and safety check for that. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't know. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. Looking for Dr. Holmes. I don't think you really want that. Not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier, much easier. I should go. All right. What do we got over here? Clock stopped. Probably displayed time from 40 years ago. Scent of blood and mold gets ever stronger the closer you move to the infirmary. All right. Well, that looks like an arm. Find an unlabeled Trevik disc. There's no way of playing it. Okay. Surgical cart is strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. Severed arm lies next to the zipped body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. It's probably the occupant of the bag. Take the ring. Slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside the engraving it reads Screamers 2048. So, he's dead. Lovely. Patient information on Josiah C. Dawson is open on the cyber terminal. Read medical history. Josiah C. Dawson, 7/18/2015. Height 1.8, no 1.9 meters. Weight 95 kilograms. Occupation retired. Allergies none. Medications alprazolam, and rabaxenibutine something other. Post-traumatic stress disorder, status deceased. Lovely. Read medical history. Okay, that is medical. Read attached notes. Patient has undocumented cyberware in the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Lovely. So they are basically doing organ grinding here. So, did you see anything? Not sure how to put this. Give Larry in the ring. Maybe you should have this. You mean, oh god. Well, thank you for your help. The noise of scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, Bird. Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. All right, so we gained 2 karma there. So, wait, does that give us 3? Do we have anything we can actually spend that on? Uh, no, it doesn't look good. Oh god, Ox finally got up. No, looks like everything we need is more expensive than what we've got here. So, okay. Yeah, we'll probably spend it next on either close combat or unarmed combat. Well, look who it is. Let's go ahead and save our game, actually, while we're at it. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulous, clean coat, formal jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. Good day to you. How can I help you? Let's see. Dr. Holmes, a.k.a. Silas Fosberg. How about we chat? You, Holmes, or Silas, or whatever you're calling yourself at the moment. Dr. Holmes, I presume you're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. How do we want to start this? I'm sorry, who's dead? Alright, if that's how you want to play it, Dr. Holmes, I have reason to believe that you're involved in the Emerald City Ripper killings. You see so many delusions in this place, and still I can be surprised. Suppose I shouldn't be. After all, this is a place for broken things that only fits a broken mind should seek us out. Guards? I mean, really? The one guard? Ow. How come they always get the first turn? Seriously, that really does annoy me. Alright, you, good madame, if you would kindly, cast haste upon myself. Oh, she has haste 2 now. Okay, well this guard's gonna die. Alright, so let's go ahead and give ourselves Healing Hands. And then punch you twice. Oh, dang it. I just wasted that. Yeah. Alright, so what are the guards we got around here? Okay, our decker needs to come around to here. Oh. Kind of picked up, but I'm also curious on this. Sorry. Okay, so Decker, if you would kindly deck. We're gonna go ahead and end. Turn here. I'll have you stay by the door in case anybody comes through it. Alright, so let's go ahead and give you your assassin program. Then we will have you come over here. Okay, and then assassin program. You can't even see those, so we'll have you move up. '67 or '63. We'll have you attack the '67 one. No. Okay, we'll have you move up. Hacked bathroom door lock. Huh. Server records. You can't even reach all the way over here? Okay, well, we'll just have you come. And then we're going to have you get into some cover. Okay, we're going to have you come around to here. You're going to come around with them. Same with you. All right, let's get your program in here. Should have been shooting this thing. Fire records. Okay. Go ahead and send you out. There's nothing else in here. Till you have you jack out. He'll be stunned for 5 AP. Okay, which means he'll be out for 2.5 turns. We'll just have him go ahead and jack out naturally. There we go. Alright, so drone. We want to send you in just so we can see what the heck is going on in here first. Concussion grenades. Alright. Send item to stash. We're going to have everybody else get stacked up in here. At least as well as they can. Alright, drone. Open the door. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end our turn here. Oh look. It's everybody's favorite ghoul. I didn't mean to do that. Wow. Okay. Wow. The misses just keep on rolling, don't they? Let's see. You would kindly come over here. Ow. Okay. Um, open this door up for us so we can see what's going on over there. Let's have you. Get everybody stacked up around the door. Okay, you turn this off so you can regain some points here temporarily. Alright, so let's get you two. Alright, now we're stacked up on the door. Oh, it's just this character from the scene. Okay, as you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetic with peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit. The pretense of mental care is shattered. And in this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old, prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on, Holmes can only run so far. And we go immediately into combat. So, open the cells, they'll kill us all. Oh, fun. So, let's get some people into cover here. Um, nice crit. Okay, you. And then you can. This guy. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and then go ahead and give yourself killing hands again. Nothing terrible. Let's go ahead and have you. Really, not low a chance, huh? Alright, and then this guy. Let's go ahead and have him mark target. And shoot. Very nice. Okay, and then the drone can come over. Or can you just shoot? Just shoot. There we go. Alright, take a little bit of damage, but not much. Actually, okay. Then, is there anything for us to do? I don't really want to move up too far. See, intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Homes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things. Only by further breaking them can they be remade. So many must break you. Okay. In other words, he's crazy. Got it. Yeah, that's what I thought. There was something in there. Okay, we're gonna move you up here, and you're gonna come around and just. Yeah, there's multiple of you in here. Fortunately, I am very punchy. Good hit. You're not going to be able to hit him because you can't even get in there. You can possibly get in there. Ooh, can't get in there. Never mind. Okay, we'll have you go ahead and come out here then. That guy will get his swing in, then we'll beat the crap out of him. Droney boy, why don't you go ahead and move up? I was expecting something, but there they are. Okay, good. Punch you. And then we will have you move up. We're gonna have you move up. You'll just keep on keeping pace as much as you can. And then you are going to move up here. Okay, so we have... Where did they get firearms? Somebody want to explain? Can you cast... You can cast haste on me. Please do. Oh, they're on a ley line. Got 2 mental patients here. Alright, you go ahead and move here. You can move here. Oh, it hits. And then have the Droney move in. It's 92% miss. Alright, and then, ow. Ow. I wonder, does it heal both? No, it only heals one of them. Okay. The last one, obviously. Alright, so go ahead and just punch this guy. And finish him off. Droney boy, can you hit this guy this time? You can, excellent. Hit him again. Hey, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and have you move up here. Have you continue on this way. Have you come play catch up. And you can only catch up but get ahead of everybody, which is what we want because you are the tank. Okay, Droney boy. We're gonna move you up and then we're gonna end your turn. Because I want you to go be the one to go around the corner, never mind. You missed. Alright, so we'll have you move up. Target line of sight is blocked. Interesting. Not really much you can do. Alright, then you just keep on running. Just running. You go ahead and come here. Let's go ahead. Oh, okay, that used up both your turns. Got it. And then Drony Boy, you go ahead and move. We're just gonna... Ow! That hurt a lot. I suppose you can heal yourself. Yeah, because you're gonna want to. There we go. And then we're going to have you cast... Oh, you can't see her? Ah. How can you not see her? You're literally standing right there. Alright, well, that kind of sucks. Wow. Alright, we will have you come up and punch. And whiff. Okay. We'll have you come up here. We will have you here. And mark target, specifically the one with the shotgun. And then Drony Boy. There we go. Very nice. Okay, he's going to attack. 3 damage, that's not bad. Alright. Yeah, we can take him out without me needing to... Alright. Send the drone forward here. Drone to go ahead and end his turn. If you heal him, what does that do? Yeah, it did heal him for some. Okay, nice. And we'll just have you move in. We will have you come and investigate this. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple metahumans. Lovely. Not enough AP. Wait, you've got enough AP? Surgical cart contains a gate key. Okay, did you take it? Oh, okay, there was something else there. Alright, so anything else, or can we basically come back to this gate here? Also, since this is a turn-based game, I'm going to take a turn to go get something to drink. I will be right back. Okay, I'm up. Got me some water. Alright, so basically now we just need to get everybody going back at this direction. Back at this direction. She can only make it so far. You have to make sure I don't outpace my own team. Drony can catch up with me. Okay, you... Gonna have you open the door. Have the drone move in. Get into some cover. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so that I could put myself back together, and I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must turn into minds such as yours, but I'm more inclined to use you as you for parts. Somebody gave the patient shotguns. So, let's, rabbit. Run, rabbit, run. Let's go ahead and just, punch him 3 times. Knock 3 times on the troll if you want me. Twice on the shotgun. If the answer is no. I think that ended up being a little on the overkill side, actually. All right. So what do ley lines do again? Do they make my spells more powerful or something like that? I don't remember exactly, to be honest. Damage is 10. Maybe I'll just shoot this guy. I definitely think that's stronger. Okay, so sitting on this ley line makes me stronger. Go here and finish this guy off, hopefully. Yep. Okay, the guy's just gonna have to run in there, so, Drunny. you move here, can you hit him? You can, in fact, but let's give you a little bit better chance to hit him um, by having this guy come in and mark the target. And it missed. Alright, well, shoot him anyway. Nope, you missed. Ow. Alright, so let's go ahead and just punch. And punch again. Not so good at punchy. By all means, you can come. Okay, let's see. So, insert and play Tridio number 1. Got some cut out ships in last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like day and night. Once the chips was installed, all the psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Houston has gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. In today's interview, Miss Houston told me she hated her legs. Said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cat can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I've put in an order to the organ grinders to send me something anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. Creepy. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown and there was some kind of event happening in the mega media. They had a puppet there from Maria's Mercurial label with a Persona Fix chip installed, making her exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of the Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience, I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Persona Fix chips, I can sell full service Bunraku, even program the behavior trees. Creepy. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big. He says all that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they can do is line my pockets. Well, now, this guy's just all kinds of evil. Alright, let's just get everybody over here. You know what? Okay. I'm kind of curious, go ahead and have you move over here. Trolley boy. Now let's have you reload your gun. She can do the same. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so let's go ahead and move here. And then let's end. And she can't cast it on herself. Okay. But she can cast it on him. So that's what the wound is. It basically heals the wound. But anything past that, you can't do anything about. Actually, let's go ahead and end. Reset the cooldown on all of everybody's spells. There we go. Alright, then we can go ahead and leave this area. Hey, cancel. Something here. Oh, no, that's just that. Oh, okay. Alright, so now for the really evil person, the Emerald City Ripper. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients trapped in hideous machines and during horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead, and they aren't, and any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes this far. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven. It would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper, the elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Hey, Noxy boy. Oh, you're stretching out. You're stretching out. Alright, so let's get everybody out into cover. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You're a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. How much longer are you going to hide, Doc? Hide? Nothing of the sort. I'm simply an observation of what I have next in store should prove most eliminating. Kietzel, subdue them. So this is his troll guy, I'm assuming. There was that. Oh, there's also a hired major. Yeah, there it is, Kietzel. Alright, so I don't necessarily want to go out immediately. Or be within range of that guy to start with. First turn's just going to be a maneuvering turn, I think. Ow! Okay. Guess what? Punch through all that. Alright, Oh, she can't see the... Interesting. Alright, let's give haste to myself. And then with haste on, we're going to give myself killing hands. And then we're going to punch this guy. And miss, apparently. First fear thing needs to do, turn on this. Alright, so why don't you go ahead and just kill this guy if you can. There we go. And then swap to here. Here you should be able to cast. You're going to move up here, and we're going to have you mark target here. Ow. It's got a wide range. Ow. Okay, so we're going to come over and do Mana Fist. I do better with just basic punching. Alright, then we're gonna do Mana Bolt on him. I think we want to focus fire him basically. And you missed. Um, we will have you go ahead and cast that. We'll have you come back here, because otherwise you're gonna, and then you can just keep on start poking at him. Sadly, weak damage. Oh, okay. Oh, and Dr. Silas decided to come through. Ow! Okay, question now becomes, he's probably a magician of some sort, I'm gonna guess. Maybe I should actually go after this mage, too. We'll go after him. That's quite a lot of damage there. Increases his movement, but that doesn't really help me here. You know what? We're just gonna have to have you. Let's see here. You got a 60 chance, 67 chance there. Take the 67 chance there. Let's hope we can put him down. There we go, finally. Okay, and then Droney boy, you're gonna start. Is that 63 or 83? That's 83% chance. That's actually pretty good. So we'll go ahead and miss. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh. I definitely need to heal myself. And then hopefully put you down. Alright, that's if I could cast. Oh, I got 9 points. So let's see, we've got. What do we got around here? Something keeps the shriveled husk of soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few minutes longer. This is a place for broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake them. She was playing both of us. He managed one more laugh. An action point. Your experiences increase your ability to operate in. Oh, nice. So I now have 3 action points, basically. Then, with the final blade whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. What? What, Nox? What are you doing? You're doing weirdo things. Stop doing weirdo things, Nox. Okay, Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between a corner slab and a medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death, littered with the instrument of trade. To one side, there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To there is a pocket. It's a small screen. Its small screen still glowing beneath the bench is a rolled sheath of paper held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. Investigate the workplace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes the limb restraints as well as skeletal traction devices, mechanisms. At this stage, Holmes likely dismembered the bodies. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Let's see here. Leafing through the pages, you find a few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fit the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of disinterment order from a local cemetery with the grave occupant marked as Melinda Watson. Melinda Watts. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granted you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs besides the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name besides the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There's a large sum of millions, oh nice, which can easily be transferred to your account. Examine the rolled sheath of paper. Unfurling the large sheath of paper, you discover a diagram of the human and female form rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprints for making Holmes' very own monster. Leave the workbench. All right, what else we got around here? Anything? Oh, is there still more? Or is it just give me the same thing, basically? I also almost didn't survive this particular fight. Hopefully we don't go into another one. What do we got here? Melbourne Rockwool. Ship thought is still fresh, the open one pink and wet, and lured his voice strips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there, did you come to play? No, thanks, I just want to know what's going on. Not in the mood for games. Are you okay? How long have you been here? Of course we're okay, we're ready for a little party. You want to have a little play party with me by her name? She's assembled in standard config, a face of schoolyard body of stripper, and you need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Okay, so what do we got here? Item picked up, personification chip wiper. Let's see what's in over here. Before we continue with that conversation. Although, looks like, no, okay. We also have quite a few points. Let's go ahead and save our game. Actually, no, let's spend the points first. So, let's see. We could put another 7 points into body to give us more HP as well as reduce damage. That would probably not be a bad idea, and then spend the other 10 points on leveling up unarmed and close combat. That wouldn't be a bad one. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. And then I think after that, we're going to come around here to start focusing on some more willpower. So let's go ahead and get this and that. Alright, and then we'll save our game. Okay, erase Holmes' programming, leave them to their fates. Erase programming, they're going to wake up and see what's been done to them. But at least they will be free. On the other hand, free for what? His eyes focus and his hand slowly raised to his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus, what did he do? What am I? He begins to weep, his body racked in great inconsolable heaving sobs. But at least they can start to mend and heal. I mean, there's no winners in this situation. As you approach the exit, you realize Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she's half turned, looking pensively towards the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally, feeling your eyes, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. You've done much good here tonight. We have removed two vile creatures from this world, and so ended a great, growing shadow that they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, we did this thing together, but now, here on our paths, must divide. I could sure use your help with what's coming, and I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. Distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There's still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who will still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the ones we have endured. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you, and thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and the justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserves death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirit of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear this they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. What about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter the room back there, they will have no thoughts other than the thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten along with all the other victims, but so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shazam's constance, very presence seems capable of handling. Good luck to you, Verd. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that, and good luck to you. So she was pulling the strings of the Emerald City Ripper. Which she are we talking about? Jessica Watts, perhaps? Union is quiet this afternoon. Sellerman wage slaves haven't migrated to nearby offices. See what Johnny's got to say. Johnny Clean's talking Cherry Bomb and Miss Kabuto. We were just talking about you, Verd. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, Ome. We have been waiting for you to return. You seem pretty interested. Of course we're interested. We each have our own reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well. The randomness, no one knows if they will be next or what the killer might have taken from. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I am sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Ome, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper's murders? The person responsible? No. The killer? Yes. I don't understand. Are you saying the killer wasn't responsible for his own actions? That sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people who to harvest specific body parts. All the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Linda Watts, Sam's mother. It looks like he was putting her back together. Three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all the other people just to reassemble Sam's mother. Looks like it. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Sounds like she'll be buried with all her missing body parts. Think this sister Jessica has something to do with it? Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It's clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts. And I need to pay my respects to Sam. Of course. Wait, before you go, there's one thing you did not tell us. Where's the Emerald City Ripper now? Well, he isn't in heaven, I'm sure of that. Hi, that is good. Alright, so before I go, anybody else wanting to talk? Let's talk with you. Good to be back, Mr. Clue. What's the latest? Feel I should be asking you. Sam's killer has met his end. Sam would be grateful, I'm sure. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a woman who has yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? Not quite. A few loose ends to tie up. I was hoping this would be soon be all. I was hoping this would soon be all behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may change forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize the semblance of orders there was, paving the way for the megacorps to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further to the trenches where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. Good thing the Union's got you then. Good thing we've got each other. Take care. Um, oh. I did get quite a bit of money. Let's see about spending it. I don't suppose you got any newer armor. Nope, no new armor, which probably means no new spells or anything, although I could look at the spells, see if there's anything in particular. Stock still. Alright, what do we got? Got Power Bolt, but I've already got Power Bolt 2. Mana Ball, Stun Ball, Blindness. We don't even have any places for any of these spells to go anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. At least not if they are spells that can be weapons. Yeah, Power Bolt's the only one that's an actual weapon. The rest of these all require spell slots, so. Yeah, no, nothing here. Weapons. Should I get a melee weapon of some sort? I don't really feel like it's necessary. Does 4 damage, and my Killing Hands passive already gives me an additional 4 damage. So, no, I don't think there's really anything in terms of that to... nothing right now. He's for hacking stuff, and I'm not a hacker, so... or decker, as they call them. Let's see here. Still kind of undecided on the whole data jack thing. I mean, essence cost of only 0.5. I guess it's not really that necessary. Oh, I'm in conversation. Not gonna spend anything. I just want to look and see. So basically, would I be under willpower likely? Although charisma does also play a role in it. Um, I just don't know how it actually affects it. But and I don't really see a necessity for getting the anyway. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just leave. Hmm. Mm. Wow, she's got a conversation starter. Oh, I found. Let's see. Was there something else? Yeah, I found this list. Oh my, this is unspeakable. Murder was not enough for this person. Selling patients as Monraco slaves. Thank you for bringing this to me. I know you were still hot on the trail of your friend, Sam's killer. I will contact some runners to liberate the poor souls from the buyers on this list. All right. You've done much good here. The hand of your Ripper is more of a monster than anyone could have known. Let me know if I can do anything else. I will, and thank you. Did I get any karma points for that? I did get 3 karma points. I don't think that's enough for me to spend on anything, though. Um really went with a race that has no bonuses to the things I actually need. Maybe I should have gone with the dwarf. I think they get some willpower bonuses. Take a cabbie to Sam. Take a cabbie. Take a cab to Sam and Melinda Watts' funeral. Okay, confirm. I didn't read that thing. I probably should have. You have karma. I only have 3 points of karma. What do you want me to do with that? All right. So, who's this? Jessica Watts. Who's this? Morris staying graveside, listening to the Catholic priest's words of prayer and solace. Jessica's face is filled with relief as the last of her family is laid to rest. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Lord, receive the souls of Sam and Melinda Watts, mother and son, to live forever by your side. Amen. Thank you, Father. I know that my mother rests easier now that she is finally in the parish cemetery. Sorry for the recent loss of your brother, but I'm glad that reinterring your mother's body here has brought you comfort. She loved this parish, so opens her hands to the elf standing across from her. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Your support has meant the world to me. Now I can live again with my new family. The woman is a classic elven beauty, confident, poised, expensively dressed. Of course, I'm glad this ancient ritual brings you some measure of solace. I hope you'll be able to put all this behind you now. Thank you all for coming. I didn't realize Sam had so many friends. I appreciate your support and your friendship with Sam. I saw him out the night he died. Only fitting I see him out today. Sam may have had his problems, but he was our friend, part of the Union family. May he rest in peace. Miss Watts, family members, and friends, thank you for attending the service. I suggest we don't linger long. The cemetery isn't safe after dark. Thank you, Father. Will be just a moment. Miss Watts, I know this isn't the best time, but we need to talk. Very well, but let's not keep Father Ellie. Thank you, child. Feel free to call me as you need. So a new person has arrived. Do I get to talk to these two? Oh, okay. And she's got a gun in hand now. Here, let's go ahead and save our game. Father Amalia leaves, granting you an opportunity to speak with Jessica, but it's hardly a private conversation, as the elf limb has chosen to stay and support her friend. As it happens, Jess and Jake and Coyote have also lingered, lending your support too. Let's talk a little more about Sam. Did you know he had a liver transplant? Let's start with your mother. Did you know she was an organ donor? I'm afraid you're mistaken. Then can you explain how her body parts made their way into half a dozen recipients? You don't know what you're talking about. I know Sam helps your mother save lives through that donation. She wasn't a donor, she was a victim of my brother's greed. He took from her, desecrated her body, all to benefit himself. She never would have agreed to such a thing. Not even save the life of others' lives like Sam's. Cracks are starting to appear in Jessica's carefully crafted mask. Sam destroyed his own liver pursuing oblivion. That was his choice. Your mother's gift meant a second chance for Sam. It was not a gift, it was stolen, and I wasn't about to let him destroy what little remained of her with his vulgar appetites. And so you hired Holmes to get it back? Burning with righteous anger, gone are any attempts to hide her guilt. Dr. Holmes made my mother whole again. He made it possible for me to place her to rest and say goodbye. He killed Sam and half a dozen other people whose lives had been saved by your mother. Those people were scavengers, ghouls. They deserved to die for desecrating my mother's body. Poor Sam, it was his drinking and debauchery that drove my mother to the grave, as sure as if he had murdered her himself. My mother deserved honor and dignity. I gave her that today. She's finally whole again and with a proper Catholic burial. Those ghouls who stole her organs, including Sam, have paid the price for their sins. Beautiful elf breaks in the essence account. Jessica, that's enough. We have business to attend to. My old family is dead and buried where they should be. They can't taint my new family now. They can't corrupt my children. I won't go through that again. Jessica, we need to go now. She presses a button on her comlink. She sees the what happens now is on your head. If you had just walked away when I told you to, McCluskey would have eventually found Holmes, collected his lieutenant's badge, and closed the case, but you had to keep digging. Now you and your friends have to die. Let their blood be on your hands. Ma'am, we've received your code red. Only 3, no problem. Nope, and she gets to run away. Along with her elf friend. Only 2 of you? Alright, let's start with some killing hands, I think. Okay, and let's get you over here into cover. We got some more. Any in this direction? Okay, and then you're a magic caster, aren't you? Yes, you are indeed. Unfortunately, we don't have a spot to place you, except for maybe here. Yep, Coyote would move her head. Coyote, seriously. There we go. Alright,
Ah, I missed. Okay, ow. Well, that guy just removed himself from the fight, as did that one. Ow. We need to definitely heal ourselves. And then we'll continue punching this one. And then go punch this one. Wow, and apparently annihilate him. Alright, well then once you come over and shotgun this one. Nice shot. And do it again. Ah, you missed. I'm actually surprised the first one hit. Jake, Armitage, can you... Unfortunately, I don't think that will hit. What am I doing? Can't do anything there. You can give aim, though, to Coyote. She's probably done that before she moved. And then we'll go ahead and move him over here, I guess. And that's smoke grenades, but he can't use it. Alright. He can't. Alright, so they're gonna. Oh, we got some more friends coming this direction. Ow. Ow! A 10 damage pistol shot. Alright, well, they're right here, so. Aw, come on. Unfortunate. Alright, then you're gonna be able to turn around and miss, and then miss again. Nope, you didn't miss that time. Let's go ahead and actually have you reload your shotgun this time around. Let's go ahead and move you here. Have you go ahead and use your flamethrower skill. Mana bolt, he was not. Okay. Only a 43% on the both of them, huh? That's right. Oh, and it worked. Nice. Okay, and then we just have the one melee fighter over here who's going to come to us. And why don't you go ahead, heal her up. Wow. That guy had a lot of... okay, so you're going to turn around and come back to fight this one. And there we go. When I get that critical off, that thing's so nice. Alright, you're going to move here. And go ahead and shoot a shot. Ooh, nice shot. And we'll go ahead and give you this. And then you're going to stay where you're at. And see if you can't do this. You can hit him, but not all that well. So this creates smoke that reduces 2 hit by 15. Why don't you just go ahead and try and pop some shots at this guy? And you missed, and so much for 60. Uh-oh, that's not good. Wow, there's a lot of you guys. Just keep on coming, don't you? Okay, let's see. Hired a mage. We definitely want to kill him. Before... Ah, shoot. Okay, as I was going to say before... Well, lightning. gonna hit me though. This is the problem. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do fireball on. Missed. Can you shoot him? Can. Yeah. Okay, got him. All right, so dang, that was actually nice. Looks like we woke the neighbors. We got ghouls incoming. Hey, Verd, maybe we can use this to our advantage. Well, not if they continue to come after me. Instead, and completely ignore the mage they walked past. Like that. What the hell? Bull crap was that? We need to find out where Sam's sister might have gone. Okay, I'm going to have you come punch the mage. Alright, and then Jake, if you would kindly use your ball lightning. But we need to get her out of the way. So we'll have her back off. Then have him. Very nice. Alright, and then I can move in and punch this one. We'll have you start focusing on these guys. You missed. Probably because it's in full cover. Here, go for that one. There you go. Oh, interesting. Didn't attack her. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on some killing hands again. After the ghoul, I think. And except we whiffed. Alright, and then you are going to use your healing, I think. Oh, we can't heal. Okay. Nobody's taking damage, right? Go ahead and give Coyote some more accuracy again. And then let's have you go ahead and cast Fireball on this guy and try and kill it. Excellent job. Missed. Oh, lovely. It's just getting worse and worse, isn't it? Ow. Hey, why don't you... Coward. Alright, well... Don't I have a... Yes. Wait. Isn't that supposed to... I guess these two aren't adjacent to each other, technically. Finish him, please. Thank you. Oh, she needs to reload. Now we can heal. And you're just gonna have to shoot your little pea shooter. Which, okay. Ow. We're gonna go ahead and back off and cast our heal on ourselves. At least I would have. Um, I suppose you got any healing things. You do. So come over here. Use that healing 2 on me, please. There we go. Very nice. And come back into cover. And then you have a healing 2 as well. Go ahead and have you use that as well. Top off my health there. No, excuse me. Okay, you. Still another turn to use that, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna have you come over and punch the guy in the middle, or actually here. What we can do is this, and then that should. Hopefully that works out. It does. Hey, even knocked, killed one. All right, so then we'll go ahead and punch you again. All right, then I'm gonna have you move up and. Go. Ow. Okay. So before we go talking with that guy, let's take a look around here, see if there's anything particular. Oh, this is just such a lovely place. I mean, it is a cemetery. What do you expect? Combat stim. Okay, do we have anything else? Grenade. We'll just replace the concussion grenade with that one. Okay. We're all good. What happened to, oh, there he is. Man is beyond healing. As you look down at him, you notice the quality of his suit and shoes. This isn't a runner, and he's not from the street. Just go out. She hired you work, and I found her. You get nothing. He convulses and dies. We don't know each other too well, but it seems to me that you need to find a better group of people to associate with. You're not the first person to tell me that. Where did those guys come from? You didn't recognize who the elf was? No. She's Lynn Telestrian. Super rich and super into the Universal Brotherhood. She's a major spokesperson for them in Seattle. Jake grabs the dead man by the throat. At first, it looks like he's trying to kill him again, but then you notice he's feeling for something in his skin.
Yep, he's got a Corp ID chip. You watch as Jake pulls out his modified PDA and slots the chip. Mr. Wiley here was with the Eagle Security. They work for the UB. That must have been Lynn Telestrian's security detail we just shoot through. She is protecting Jessica. They'll be inside the Universal Brotherhood. If you're going to hit the Universal Brotherhood, I'm coming too. That psycho just admitted she had my friend Sam and a lot of innocent people killed so that she could put her dead mother back together. That is totally slagged up. Plus, she and her elf buddy Lynn just tried to geek me. They're going to hurt for that. Suit yourself, lady. I was only stopping by to pay my respects to Sam. Merc Hit Squad's the Universal Brotherhood, not my scene at the moment. I can call up some of Delilah's runners if you want to go there now. Let me know what you decide. Well, first off, we just got a bunch of karma points. So let's go ahead and spend those down here in the willpower section. I guess what we need to do is just increase our willpower. And then we'll need to get 6 more points, or 4 more points, and although we have 5. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then can equip magic resistance 2, increase the spellbook slot if not unlocked. She's onslaught, 3 attacks on a single target with a melee strike. That sounds like fun. So yeah, we'll definitely want to get that once we get 1 more point. Uh, um, I'm partial to this actually. So yeah, let's go ahead and just leave. Stop by the Seamstress Union. Moving parts. You put the pieces and you put the pieces together. Jessica Watts was reassembling her mother, Melinda, gathering her missing organs to allow Melinda a decent burial. Organs Sam sold for a quick buck after her death. The ghoul attack after the ceremony didn't appear to be part of Lynn Telestrin's attempt to get you out of Jessica's way. They were just more victims of the magic's helter-skelter return to the world. Lynn's well-armed security unit was different animal entirely. You head back to the Union to resupply and rearm whatever Lynn's and Jessica's are involved in. With it appears to be a large operation, and the trail leads to Universal Brotherhood. Okay, there's Mr. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. I really wish I could get 1 more point. Let's talk to our spellcaster. Maybe I can get the spells ahead of time. Um, so chi casting, magic resistance 2, counter strike. We'll grab that. And magic resistance 2. Yeah, that way I can slot the spell. Stride is incredibly useful. Magic resistance is useful. Killing hands is obviously important. Mana Fist is less so. Yeah, I'd like to, there we go. And we'll put in Counter Strike. Acid Stream. And I'm gonna save it and save my points. I mean, I could possibly spend a point and get spellcasting 4, but I feel like less important than having more cheat casting. I'm assuming you don't have any upgraded armor or anything like that.
Any new armor sets? Yeah, no, you don't. All right. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Na, 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 na. Combat's and increases quickness by +2 and +1 AP. Rock wagon trauma kits, basic med kits. I think it would probably be better to actually have med kit over grenades because it's not like I'm using the grenades all that often. You again need a crew. All right, so we've got her. She's basically just generic QQ with the shotgun, so that's fine there. So we basically want to run with some of the. What the heck are you? Another adept. Okay. Oh, he's got some new talent basically. Decker probably would not be a bad idea to go ahead and have on hand. Hypotenuse. We can go with the hypotenuse, I think. And then I'm kind of partial to going with this guy, but on the other hand, we can go with, let's see, support drone that is equipped to lay smoke and trail anywhere you need it most. Or we have this guy who's got the Robodoc and Stratos 9, or we got this guy who's got Robodoc, Stratos 9, or Robodoc. I mean, it's the same thing, just flipped around. And you got a shotgun, you've got a. Okay. Let's take a look at our other option for riggers. This one with the steel steel links has a stronger drone. Steel links are actually pretty powerful, I remember it, and the Robodoc is not necessarily a bad thing either. Support mage, tech mage. Oh, tech mage on the other hand has upgraded himself to a steel lynx. On the other hand, does he really bring me anything that this guy does not? It's not like he gives me heals or anything. Actually, you know, that's something I'm missing. I don't have any kind of like shaman or anything. But I still feel like that's less important than having some extra firepower, to be honest. Cybered up warrior. H&K. I love the H&K. Smaller than most assault rifles, yet just as deadly. Or Smart Link Ares Predator, or Smart Link's Smart Gun. Tough choices. I feel like a combat rigger would be better. Expensive, but well, actually, let's take a look at our other riggers here. So we've got they're all running just basic Stratos 9s, which isn't a bad one. But I mean, if I'm gonna go with a rigger, I'm gonna go with the top support. So yeah, we'll go ahead and shove him in there. Where'd he go? Combat rigger, just in case. Just in case of what? Cyber Silvertech Cyber Arm. Is there any particular reason for that? Just add some HP to him? Okay, anyway. Volume.
Takes nearly an hour for the taxi to make its way to the squalor of Redmond Barrens, across the bridge to Seattle waterfront and Universal Brotherhood. The building is a precast brick job with a fancy new facade, sports neon highlights, an enormous set of glass double doors. Through the windows, you can see activity within, smiling, happy disciples shuffling along in beige pajamas and slippers. The greeter stands outside the door, gently attempting to entice misbegotten and curious to enter and take their first baby steps towards brotherhood. Pike Place Market is usually empty by now, but you step out of the cab and the sounds of the excited crowd. Okay, so we're all good to go. All right. Maria Mercurial. May I help you? Do you work for the rock star? Yes, ma'am. I work for Mercurial, Maria Mercurial. Something I can do for you? I'd like to meet her. Lots of people want to meet Maria Mercurial. Do a lot of people have this much need? No. Let's see. I have a song. I think. Let's see. Writes all her own music. I'll be going to look around. I mean, is there a reason I need to get in there and talk to her? Yo, you look like Nerps. Maybe something stronger. Nerps. None are locked. Nerps is okay. Cure anything. Okay. Except that he's not even selling it. No, I'm not looking to buy any of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and save our game. What? What you doing over there, Miss Knox? Um. All right, so let's go ahead and roll that. Come around. Um. Hmm. Grandmother Jessica is the leader of this. Oh, fun. Before we go in there, let's take a look around, see if there's any like back entryway or something. Nope, doesn't look good. So I guess this is what we're doing. Alone. Uh-huh. My friends and I are together in order to become part of a larger family. With a few questions first. I don't want to go in then. I want to go in with. It starts with the idea that meta-humanity is good at its core and that we are all one family. But more than that, it's that we are linked to something greater than ourselves. Something beyond time, perhaps beyond flesh. Beyond flesh? You're going to have to go inside if you want to learn more. We'll wait outside for you, Verd, but I'll take the team and circle around the building, look for another way in. I'll trip you on the comm link if I find one. I mean, for the person to go in, probably would be best for me since I am literally armed at all times, even without having a firearm or dagger or sword or whatever on me. In contrast to the noise and energy of the crowd outside, the lobby of the Universal Brotherhood is sedate, tranquil, acquiescent. The low music piped through the room is something from a day spa mixed with planetarium sky show, allowing listeners to achieve maximum relaxation while reaching for the stars. Brothers and sisters from every race and every branch of meta-humanity mill about with blissful smiles and shining eyes, greeting each other with head nods, palm touches, and murmured blessings. Woman at the front desk offers a welcome smile as you enter, her hand automatically moving to her stack of religious literature. Hi, welcome to the Brotherhood. I will be with you in just a second. She turns to the other woman. Sister Monica, you have to be more careful with your ID. Here's a blank key card. Take it and your ruined card to the brother Christopher, and he will let you into the office to program a new one. Thank you, Sister Sally. Of course, that in truth makes us one. Sorry about that. How can I help you? Miss Jessica Watts here. I'm sorry I don't know. I only see grandmother Jessica as special ceremonies, even then only at a distance. You might ask Mother Lynn Tisra, if you can catch her in the auditorium. Why is Jessica called Grandmother Jessica? At the Universal Brotherhood, we learned that the world is all one family. When you choose the path of belonging, you become one of our brothers and sisters, or sisters. We are led by our fathers and mothers, who are in turn led by Grandmother Jessica, the L family's matriarch. Is Len Tester also here? I believe so. I think she arrived at the end of Father Willie's talk, so you might still find her in the auditorium. What is Brotherhood? Let's see. It's a community that welcomes all forms of meta-humanity. I have a blank keycard. She looks at, I don't know why you need one. They're only used to replace the cards for brothers and sisters who have damaged theirs. Did you know that there's a Mary? I know, it's isn't it exciting? I'm such a big fan of hers. First time I heard who weeps for the children, I melted inside. I know the elders will frown on this, but I just gotta get her autograph. I mean, it's mercurial. Take a blank key card. All right, so let's see. We've got Sister Wilma. Hello, sister. How can I help you? I have some questions. Where's the counseling center? Just on the other side of the entrance lobby. Okay. Do you like it here? I love being part of the Universal Brotherhood. Belonging helps everyone. Blah 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 blah. Is there a computer terminal? No, we believe it is important to remove mundane distractions from our daily lives so that we can focus on our truth. Our only computers are in the offices, and those are off limit to prospective members. Thanks, I'll look around. Alright, let's take a look around. There's Father Willie. He's the janitor, okay. Look, the maintenance staff has left their equipment. Look, cleaning solvents.
There's a can marked kerosene and labeled paint. Dip the blank universal ID card into the paint solvent. Plastic card melts the solvent enough to be recognizable as a UV card, but hide that it did not have anything printed on it. Tools. Tables covered with snacks and food. Warming stove could be used as a warm plate, melting something, or maybe starting a fire. Variety of sweets, including the red and blue candies. Okay, before we go starting fires. I'm Verd you. Sister Nancy, tell me something about yourself so that I can pair you with the right counselor. The perfect sister to speak with you. She has similar background talks to shadow running. You two would get along fabulously, but she isn't in today, and the rest of the counselors are currently booked. You come back tomorrow. All right. Need a replacement for my key card. Sister Sally at the front. Let's see. I need a key card. Do you have the old credit card? Oh, what happened to this? Melted in the clothes dryer. Long story, might take a while. Look forward to hearing it one day. I was mugged while recruiting in the Barrens. Really sorry to hear that. I'll let you in the office so you can use the terminal login and make yourself a new card. Perfect. Just what I always wanted. Okay, Comlink chirps. How's it going? Good. I found a way into the off-limits area of the Brotherhood. Jessica's somewhere in here. You find your other another way in? Yep. I went down an alley, found a side door near the back. I'll send the coordinates so you can find it. Can you open it yourself? Negative. Only opens from the inside. Okay, stay here. I want you to have a look around. When I'm ready, I'll come open the door and let you in. No sweat. Just open the door when you're ready. Okay, UB blank cards. So and this is the terminal, I'm assuming, where I get my card fixed. Place a blank card in the printer. Start data entry. So let's say name, housing location, universal alphanumeric, private password. Dale Yates. Okay, we're gonna have to obviously walk away and get some information. Desk is covered in photos of dogs. My when catching a stick is labeled my diminutive friend. Let's see. Login sister where? Brothers and sisters A to D. Dale Yates is there. Let's see. Enter name. My favorite frisbee catcher. Oh gosh, there was a picture, but did it have a name on it? Shorty. New admin function unlocked. Authorize new keycards. With Dale Yates. Okay, so he's 129149. 129149 attendance logs. So 129149, but we need to get some more information about Dale Yates. Activate the holodesk. Public areas. What else zooms in to show the entrance hall? Okay. Staff areas. Holodesk zooms in to show those. Home areas. Current residents in dorm A. Okay, well, it's not in there. Dorm B. Dorm C. Dorm D. I don't see any Dale Yates in any of these. Did I just miss them? Well, maybe that's a problem. This Dale Yates doesn't have. Hmm. No Dale Yates. Okay, so we need a different name then, I guess. All right, so I guess we'll just Russ Bullock, 310273. So no, no. Where are these people's names not in here? Let's go down here. Waistband is filled with dozens of outgoing letters from new brotherhood and sisters to family members. Waste biscuit is filled with shredded paper, which appears to have been letters. There are two letters which escaped the shredder. Read the first letter. Dear Charles, we have been trying to reach you for months. We have come to the Universal Brotherhood several times. Every time we've been told that we could not see you. Since you are not allowed to go online in any way, the only way to try and contact you is the letters, which we have done many times and again with no response. How can you forget the people that raised you, that loved you, mom and dad? Second letters. From the desk of Monica Sachinoff. Dear Brian, I want you to know how happy the Universal Brotherhood has made me, but I am sad that I never get any response from my letters to you. I would email or message you, but as you know from my letters, we are not allowed to go online. You know that I have loved you since the days you were born. Mom and Dad always gave me crap for never being able to pronounce your name when you were a baby, but it's been an enduring name for me to call you ever since. Love, Sister Monica. Okay. So they're hiding letters from people. All right. Let's try Dale Yates. Place a blank key card. Start in data entry. Dale Yates. Um, oh, there's a sanctuary dorm. Wonder if that's not his. Um, I see his number isn't in here. So let's see what we can do about this sanctuary building. I don't recall seeing that in the list. Yeah, the inner sanctum, but assuming I can return here. Um, okay. Another mic. Hmm. Yes, of course. But there's here at there's one family and refer to each other as brother, sister, mother, father, or grandmother. Whose father Willie is a truly an inspiration after years of living in the shadows. He found the light among 3 years ago, and now is the beacon to us. Uh, what would Father Willie talk about? It was such an inspirational speech about is working to bring about a future of unity, order from chaos, a future of truth realized. Where's grandmother Jessica? I'm not privileged to know where she is. Okay. Let's try talking to him. Wow, he's unique. Greasy black hair with disturbing tattoos are quite the contrast to the flawless features and exquisite clothes of Lynn Telestrian. He doesn't look the part of a spokesman. You see the adulation in the eyes of those who linger around him just to bask in his presence a moment more. Apparently, he is a charismatic speaker. Let's see. Welcome, my friend from the shadows. I rejoice to be with you. Shadows, I'm not sure. Please, I lived in the shadows for many years until I came into light and fellowship of the Brotherhood. I see you on you the chains of guilt and sorrow built link upon link by the crimes you commit in the name of Billion. We carry chains of our own creation. Yes, this is what I told myself for years until the weight of my chains brought me to the pit of despair. But the Universal Brotherhood saved me, and it can save you too. Uh, sure. I can speak to Lynn. Many are attracted to the bright light that is Lynn Telestrian. She cannot see everyone. What business do you have with her? Mother Lynn is a beacon that helps many. Fortunately, she left the building about 15 minutes ago. One of our counselors. Uh, I'm looking for Jessica Watts. Let's go with the She's very busy. I'm working to solve her brother's murder. Grandmother Jessica has entered the inner sanctum and cannot be disturbed. I must tell you that the news of her brother's murder will not change anything for her. When we joined the Universal Brotherhood, we put our birth families behind us and devote ourselves to belonging to something. Thank you for your time. Christianity looks up, surprised to see anyone was. Willing to pay for it. Well, as long as you don't lose me my job or anything. Let's see here. Yeah, let's talk. I'll pay for what's worth it. Let's see here. Ah, you got a deal. Okay, have you seen Jessica walk around tonight? Nope, but that don't mean much. Most of the place is off limits to me. Let's see. Tell me what areas of this place you have access to. I only have access to public areas, which are we are in now: the storage, the locker room, and the office. What do you know about the areas you don't have access to? Brother and sisters live in what they call home, which I've heard is the kitchen dorm rooms. From what I've been told, there's a ton of security protecting what the freaks call the inner sanctum, but I've never seen any of that stuff. Hmm. Let's see. The only computer I've seen in the place is office section of the home and the staff only doors. I don't need his key card. I've already got access to. So I'm a little confused on. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay, dear Charles. What the second one? Dear Brian. From the desk of Monica Sachinoff. Dear Brian. Love Sister Monica. Monica Sachinoff. So if I try for that name. Let's see if we can find that name. She is here, but the next question is she in here? Monica Sachinoff. There we go. So 134647. Okay, 134647. View correspondence logs. We don't have any correspondence logs. Done. Let's see if she's in one of these rooms. So, Monica Sachinoff. Oh, I don't see any Monicas here. Monica Sachinoff, home and dorm B. There we go. Okay, so, and then. Place key card, start data entry, Monica Sachinoff, homeroom B, 134647, Baby Bree, probably is that one. There we go. Warning, this key card provides access to high security areas. Approved uniforms are required. Take the Universal Brotherhood key card. Alright, so. Okay, now that we've figured out that puzzle, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there for today. We'll be back tomorrow to finish this area up. Find out what's going on with Jessica and try to end her life so that the whole Watts family can be together, I guess. Alright, so you all have a good day, good evening, good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for coming.